Time this afternoon. It was a great little event. I learned a lot of stuff. Obviously, the so-called Devo Mank stuff was up there. The devolution of NHS spending here to the city region of Manchester. Another fabulously, totally asymmetrical, illogical piece of devolution. Devolution is supposed to give power to people, not to bureaucrats, whether they're Labour or Tory or whatever. It's actually supposed to give power to people to do things. And, you know, this election is going to be the first ever, I think, really, where devolution is going to be a very, very important issue. Obviously, with the Scottish dimension. But, you know, if we have a referendum on the European Union, that could end up with us having to make some huge changes, constitutional changes. Now, traditionally, the left, and particularly the radical left, have shied away from constitutional politics. So this is something, you know, that only the middle class, chattering classes are interested in. Nobody is really interested in genuine constitutional change. Well, someone should go down into the People's History Museum and have a look at what those people were doing in St. Peter's Fields in 1819. You know? Yes, they wanted bread. Yes, they wanted an end to starvation wages, but they also wanted the ballot. They wanted constitutional change. They were living at a time when the political system had become completely gummed up, and millions of people felt that their voices weren't heard in Westminster. We are at that same place now, and we have got to really start to think about how we want our society governed. Because fundamentally, basically, what binds us in our campaign to end austerity with those people who were massacred at Peterloo is that we, all of us, want accountability. We want those to be held in power to account. We want the bankers to be held to account. We want the power companies to be held to account. We want the railway companies to be held to account. That's the key issue in the 21st century, accountability, which is just drained away by globalisation. That's the secret they won't tell us from Westminster. They have no control over it anymore. The whole fucking thing is out of whack. A small detail. When we're in a difficult time economically, the government can always bring down the interest rate to slow down an overheated economy. Guess what? There is no interest rate. We are driving forward with no seatbelt on. A bump in the road, a clip of a wing of another vehicle, it's all going to come to a crash. And this is all just out there, and we have got to be ready, those of us who believe in progressive politics, to grasp this nettle, to not be afraid to get involved with constitutional issues and issues of identity. Look what happened in Scotland. Look how they created an idea of a progressive, forward-looking Scottish identity by grasping that nettle. And we're going to have to start doing that on the left as well, I believe, and not just saying, oh, it's nothing to do with us, we're only interested in dealing with poverty and only interested in dealing in a fairer society. We won't get a fairer society until we have a fairer voting system. We've got to push on this one. We've got to keep pushing. I once said you can't write a song about constitutional change, but actually I was wrong, you can. And this is it. Let's see what I can picture. Come people and listen to Liberty's song. It's time we were righting a very old wrong. While the fiddlers and flunkies of Parliament play, the rights of the people are fading away. Climbing, climbing time, we were climbing Constitution Hill. They'll treat us like fools until we write the rules. We're climbing Constitution Hill. Come all you young people and listen to me. It's time to stand up and make history. Put down your distractions, the clamour it mounts. It's time to hold all the old men to account. Climbing, climbing time, we were climbing Constitution Hill. Let's not ask for favours, let's be our own saviours and climb up Constitution Hill. Come all politicians, all you all, don't stand in the doorway, don't block up the hall, for there'll be no trust nor rule by consent till the people are sovereign in Parliament. Climbing, climbing time, we were climbing, climbing Constitution Hill. If the Crown won't budge, then we'll give it a nudge as we're climbing Constitution Hill. Climbing, climbing time, we were climbing, climbing Constitution Hill. I'll treat you like fools until you write the rules and you climb up Constitution